Hey everybody and welcome back. Hope your guys' week went pretty well. It's Friday, so that's always a good thing, isn't it? So let's just jump right into the news. So Gran Turismo Sport is going to be coming to the PlayStation 4 in November 15th to be exact. It's going to be obviously on the PS4, but yesterday at a London event, Polyphony Digital, they did gameplay, they did some gameplay with the live stream on Twitch and everything. I tuned in for it for a little bit, but honestly, it's not my style of game. I'll show you some stills here from the trailer, and these screenshots that were taken on this game, oh my gosh, are gorgeous. I will admit that. Gran Turismo has been such a gorgeous game, but I don't know, it's just not my kind of game. I'd prefer Forza, that's my personal preference. But for Gran Turismo, wow, it looks extremely good for racing fans, especially on PlayStation 4, who can't get Forza, you know? I mean, obviously this game is probably still in beta, so there was stuff going on in the stream. I only watched it for 10-15 minutes, the gameplay. I mean, I didn't notice anything, but it looks like the article noticed a couple things, like doggy-looking aliasing times, as well as, floating physical moments. But I'm sure that will get fixed before the release, and I guess we'll have to see what Gran Turismo Sport is. I mean, Sport is basically just going to be, a glorified demo, is how I'm going to put it. There's going to be more stuff to do than a demo, but it's just still, I don't feel like it's worth the $60, $70, $80 price tag that they're going to be charging, because they have, a Legend Edition and stuff, or Legendary Edition, or some stupid thing. I don't think it's worth that much. It should be, worth $30 max. Because it's nothing more than a glorified demo to prepare for Gran Turismo 7. But, oh well, I guess it is what it is, and moving on to the last piece of news here, it's about Madden 17 and how they want to change the game for this year. Now, I'm not going to cover every single bullet point in this article. I'm just going to do, stuff I feel like is, most useful for me in playing the game, and if it's even important at all. So, if you guys want to go back and check the article, that's perfectly fine with me. I really don't care. I'm just only going to touch on a little bit of it and just explain it. So it's going to be money plays, which I guess for this one, it's I don't know if you hit R2 and it would show about 4 zones, and then where the defenders simply drop to that predetermined spot and covered by that area only. Now I guess there are 8. So now they can adjust in where they want to cover within the zone of the ball. There'd always be you could have a slant route and you could easily make it every single time because the guy's going to go to a predetermined location. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, again, it is EA, so I mean, I'll get into that after I read all these, not all these bullet points, but the stuff I think is most important, so I'll get into that in a little bit. It looks like at the line of scrimmage, a new gap responsibilities make defense smarter and harder to break down. Dixon mentions, they said they try to stop the tossed running play. Now defender tries to come to the line of scrimmage and attack the perimeter to force the play back inside and prevent the runner from turning the corner. Which, if you guys don't know what turning the corner is, it's where they toss the ball off to the running back, and the running back goes to the outside. I mean, I could hardly do that in Madden 15. I don't know if that's just me because maybe I suck at running, but I thought I was pretty decent at running. But it's where the running back goes to the outside, and then they just turn the corner and they're off to the races. So I guess it looks like they come to the scrimmage and then they try to challenge that runner. I don't know, that just seems interesting to me, really. This is something Madden's been saying for years and years, but defenders attack gaps on plays and they're smarter and more aware of their jobs, which should lead to less brainless swarming the ball carrier at the expense of being out of position. He also mentioned that the nickel double-A gap blitz really works this year, which I'm not even sure how football plays really work, to be honest. I'm not a hardcore football fan. I'm more of a baseball kind of guy. I mean, I like football, don't get me wrong, but baseball's my sport. I guess we'll put it that way. And yeah, they've been saying this for years and years, and I don't think any of it has been working at all, because the defense is boring to play, and plus it's just, the defense usually sucks regardless of if you're playing with them or not. Usually if you play the defense, you're really relatively good, but if you don't, they kind of suck, and it doesn't really matter who you have, and I don't know. And even offense seems too much of a hassle to, where the offense is just going and you can just drive the ball down the field because you can find the little glitches and bugs that are in the game where you can just always complete a pass to a certain guy every single play. They've been saying it for years. I don't know how that's actually going to pan out in the end. So I think this is something they're going to hype up a lot. It's called the threat cone, which looks like the tackle cone from last year's game, and 16, and I believe 15 had it as well. I didn't have 16, but 15 I'm pretty sure had it, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I haven't played 15 in quite a while. But it calculates the angle, the distance of an oncoming defender, figures out the ball character's special move ratings and what he's good at, and prompts the player to push the appropriate button like a spin move, juke, stiff arm at the right time. I feel like that's something they're going to hype up tremendously in the coming weeks with this game, but who knows? We'll have to see. And also, I guess stamina influences the special moves you can pull off, so if you're out of gas, you basically cannot do any special moves. So I guess we'll have to see how that plays out as well. I know players get really tired in games, so you might not be able to do these special moves, and whatever. It sounds to me like special moves. That sounds more like an arcade style kind of game, but whatever. We'll have to see how EA wants to handle this. Apparently tackling actually works as well, because apparently it never worked before. If you're being gang tackled, you have a short window to hit a specific button prompt to break out of a gang tackle. That was done automatically last year. Hitting the tackle button also applies to defenders making the tackle. Yeah, it's something small, but it's almost kind of a way of cheating, because they'll be like, oh, hit X to break the tackle. Like, okay, they don't just do that. I'd rather like use the hit stick and just go and go and go. I don't know. That's my personal preference, but we'll have to see again how EA wants this to play out. Here we go again. They brought back the worst possible kicking meter of all time. It's apparently a new meter, like the traditional 3 kick. It's the first button starts the kick, second one sets the power, and third one's determine accuracy. Though it's a new meter, ratings for kickers and punters will matter a little bit more than they ever were before. That's just, no, I never liked that, so right there, that makes me maybe not want to buy this game, unless they have an option like where you can switch back and forth between the two, because that's boring and stupid. Block kicks can actually occur this year. That hardly ever happened, if at all, in Madden, so I don't know. I'd like to see that actually come into play once in a great while, not every other kick blocked, you know? Like Tiburon did say they want to make sure the game is tuned so that you can't block more kicks in a game than statistically realistic. In the real world, there's like maybe 1 or 2 kicks a year blocked. If that, maybe there might be even 0, you know? So apparently now when you like catch a ball or whatever, if it hits like their elbow or their arm or something, the ball will get knocked out at the appropriate body part. Pretty cool. I want to see that actually work, because it would make it more realistic, I guess. And I guess it's like, since the ball is reacting to more objects, there are more drops for receivers in traffic, initially in a possession catch. And, you know, basically it makes it prone to interceptions and everything, because if they're running in the catch or running like in traffic, they're going to have a harder time trying to catch the ball unless you're like a 6'8" wide receiver, like 6'5". And I guess they had general improvements are being made for the overall feel of the running game. Backs like tuning and locomotion physics, which were introduced into Madden 11. Locomotion is where you're going and then your guy still has the momentum to drag himself a couple more yards when he's going down. Pretty cool. I mean, it seems like most of this stuff EA is rehashing, if that's where I'm coming from. But like I was going to say before, this is EA. We don't know how, like, they have a horrible track record. Okay, we all know this. That's why you're probably watching this video. You want to see what I have to say about it. Yeah, EA has a horrible track record, and I don't think any of these features will actually, they'll make it into the game. You won't notice them, and they probably won't even work. So that's where I'm like on the fence, like, okay, I want to see what EA can actually do this year. It looks like they actually want to improve it. But then I brought myself back down to earth and was like, well, you know, it is EA. I don't think it's going to be anything significant, because when I saw those Madden 15 screenshots, I was like, see, here we go. It was Madden 17 screenshots. I'm like, this looks legit like Madden 15. Like, that's how dated the player models are, and that's my personal opinion. But it looked like Madden 15 to me in the screenshots. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see, like, what's going on with Madden in the coming weeks, and, like, the release, following up to the release, see what they have to do and that improve the game. But I don't know, guys. We'll have to, I can't really say much right now, because Madden is still fairly new to be announced. Like, obviously it was coming out, but it's not going to be coming out till like August or September at least. So we'll have to see what they have in store when that comes out, and I want to actually see gameplay, like, hands-on myself, trying out the game. And I'll go back to that opinion. Like, E3 is going to give me a pretty good idea of how the game's going to look and feel, but we'll have to see. I mean, I guess I'll have to talk about it a little bit later. So that's all I really want to talk about in this video today, guys. Make sure to like this video, comment, rate it, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, and I will talk to you guys again on Monday. I will see you guys later.